Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shenay. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a full face, well, kind of a full face of NARS products. This is my first time really using a bunch of NARS products. The only things that I use really are the lipsticks. What is it? Lip pigment or Power Matte Pigment Lip, which I love. I wear it all the time. And then the Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I love. So today I'm going to try the new Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm a combo oily girl, so when I hear radiant or luminous or anything like that, like I'm like, I don't know about that. Like I usually like to wear something that's very matte because girl her oils just be peeking through. But I definitely, you know, wanted to try this out and to see if it was something that us combo oily girls can rock, just because I've heard so many great things about it, so I wanted to try it out for myself. And you know, I figured what better way to try a NARS foundation than now, right? And then also I'm going to try out their eyeshadow and bronzer, just a couple of other things. I mean, that's why I say it's almost a full face of NARS, because for the most part it's NARS, but some things I don't use. But I'm really excited to see how this goes and to give you guys my thoughts and to talk about this look. And if you guys enjoyed this video or any other videos, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. You know, I'm in the beginning stages of building, so I truly appreciate any time that you guys take to just come watch me and hang out with me and listen to me. We definitely have a lot of fun here, but my main focus for this, even though it's a full face of NARS video, will be the foundation. I really want to see if it stays true to its claims that all skin types can use it. So if you want to see how I achieve this look and to hear my thoughts on all of my NARS products as well as this foundation, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to start off with using the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. I haven't used this before, so I'm excited to see. I've heard really good things about it, so I'm going to see how that works. It seems like it's gonna really suck up that my oils that I have, and I guess that's great, especially because this is a radiant formula, which for me, as an oily skin girl, that doesn't sit well. Now, because this is a radiant foundation, I kind of need a safety blanket. Although this is not NARS, it's not a NARS setting powder, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier powder, just, you know, to let you guys know. Just to kind of give me some type of security when it comes to this. So I'm using my damp sponge, and I'm just gonna put that in the areas where I feel most oily. I get most oily at. And this is nice because it gives like slight coverage. Now we are on to the star of the show, this bad boy, this baby. It is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I really don't use NARS foundations, I know. I just didn't have a really good experience with it in the past, and I really think that that's mainly because I didn't know what I was doing, so that's why I'm like, you know, open to giving it another chance. Even though I was very reluctant to because of it being luminous. Let's see the claims of this foundation. Meet Nars' first longwear foundation that looks stronger, stays longer with skin recognition pigments for the truest color match and 16 hours of wear. 16 hours of wear, okay. They claim to be full coverage, and it can be used for all skin types: sensitive, normal, dry, combo, and oily. And it has a radiant finish. It says it is a foundation with medium buildable coverage and up to 16 hours of lightweight, natural, fade resistant wear. Nice. Featuring full powered radiance to smooth the look of skin. Okay. So we are going to test that out and see if what they're saying is correct. Now I got the color CARACAS, and I believe this is a new shade, so that's exciting. And that's one of the issues I've had in the past. My skin is weird, like my chest is way lighter than my face, and my neck is way lighter than my face, where I feel like some people have the opposite problem. It's hard for me to find foundations, and especially right now that it is the winter time. Well, now it's spring. I am way more pale than normal, so it's just kind of hard for me. I feel like I'm one of those shades that's always like an in-between shade. I can never really find my exact shade, except in Fenty, which I'm very happy about it. However, Fenty does oxidize a little bit, so it ends up being a little bit darker. But I think out of all the foundations that I've tried so far, that's always like my best match. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps. I guess I'm not gonna take any pumps. Come on, Nars. Like, look at this. I've been pumping forever. What is this? Okay. Well, I was able to get 1 pump out, so I'll just start applying this one now. That was 2 pumps. Now let's go ahead and blend it out. It's blending out pretty nicely. I do have to say this looks a little pink. I think that it looks good. I'm gonna just put a little bit more if I can get some out. It's a little weird though, because I feel like I've gotten some, shoot, sorry. As soon as I put it on, I got some little friends that just popped up, so not sure what that's about. Don't forget your neck. Okay, so as you can see, it's definitely true to being radiant. I can just see the luminosity and the radiance right away. I think it's also a good color match. It actually looks good. It looks very skin-like, which I personally like. I like having a more natural look as opposed to like a cake face, which, don't get me wrong, I love a little cake face. Don't think I don't. But just for like everyday wear, obviously, I think that a more natural look is more my thing. I would love to go beat all the time to work, but my life just isn't set up that way, so. But I think, I mean, it looks good. It blended nicely. So far, so good. So I guess we'll see. Next, I'm going to conceal and highlight at the same time. I'm going to use what you guys have seen me use before, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is like one of my favorite concealers. And this is in the color Walnut. I really like this concealer because it's very yellow. It has this very yellow base, and it looks so good on my skin. So I'm going to use the color Amande. I think it's Amande or Amande, but I'm not sure. Sorry, got some powder on it. In here, in this area, my lip area, because it's closest to my skin tone, I'm going to use that to like help with the smile lines and mustache issues. We don't have to front, ladies. We all have a little peach fuzz, and that's okay. Blend that in. Now we all know that the Radiant Creamy Concealer is a cult favorite among the beauty world, so not really reviewing this, but it is a part of my full face. So as we all know, if you haven't tried it before, it's a great concealer and it works wonders and it blends very beautifully. I have set my face. Next, I'm going to use the Nars Wanted palette. She was real cute when I seen her in the store, I'm not gonna lie. I've never been drawn to a Nars eyeshadow palette, like, ever in life. And based off of reviews and things I watched and even swatches in the store, like, they just never jumped out to me. But for some reason, this one, it was just calling my name, and I don't know if it's because, like, of the mauve-y look, but I don't know, like, this is just, it's very, very beautiful. And it's like, it's nothing super special, but it's really nice. I don't know what look I'm going to do, but I don't know, it's so pretty. So we're just going to zoom in a little bit and then we're going to figure out what eye look we're gonna do, okay? Welcome to my face. So I think I'm going, well, one thing I have to say before I get into it, I'm sorry. I do love that it comes with a mirror. I think it's so important that eyeshadow palettes come with mirrors. And as much as I love Morphe, I need for you to get mirrors. But let's see what look we come up with this this palette. I already prepped my eyes and set it and everything. I just used the same concealer, the Radiant Creamy in Walnut. So I think I'm gonna start off with this like little camel color in the crease first. Next, I am going to use this like blush pink on top. Okay. Next, I'm going to deepen it a little bit more with this brown shade. Now I'm going to use this color on the lid, and then I'm going to put in this like peachy pink color. Pretty. I do have to say the shadows, they blend really nicely and they're very pigmented. Only one I had kind of a little bit of trouble with was the dark brown color, but for the most part they apply really nicely and smoothly, so good job, Nars. Next, I'm going to apply this sparkly color. It's reading like very pink on camera. It looks really pink. It looks like a light pink. Let's go for it. I have on a pink top, so this one is like glitter. Girl, you can't talk? This one has glitter in it. It just serves as a really nice topper for the other shade. It looks like identical to the other shade that I put on, the first shade I put on, and it just is a topper. I'm not mad at it. I mean, okay, so I finished the eyes. Now I'm going to bronze and stuff, but let me dust off the excess powder. Next, for bronzer, I'm going to use the Nars in Casino. This one is a little bit shimmery. As you see, I took a swipe of it. So it's a little bit shimmer just because I didn't really see like a highlighter that I liked from them. But let's see how this looks. It looks nice. This looks good. Nothing crazy. So I didn't really find a highlighter that I like, that stood out to me. So what I'm gonna try to do is use the eyeshadow and see if I can even get anything on there. I'm gonna go ahead and use this pinky one. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't look too ashy. If that doesn't work, I'll try this little gold one, but I mean, we'll see what happens. It's pretty. Yeah, that looks good. Wow, that looks good, and it looks nice and radiant, and the bronzer looks a little blushy, so that's nice. I think it looks good. Let's go. Last but not least, and probably my favorite product that I've been using forever since it's launched, is the Nars Pro Matte Lip Pigment in the color Rock With You. Guys, let me tell you that this formula is perfection. It's amazing. I haven't had anything that just feels so good on the lips, even though it's a matte lipstick. It's just perfection. So I'm going to use that next. Let's see. Okay guys, this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it looks nice. So far the foundation, it does not feel oily, and it could have been my matting process because I cannot play with that, but or it can actually be the primer, and that primer, it looks good. It just seems like the primer and the foundation were made to work together. So we will see. I really want to show you guys what I really want the focus to be more so on the skin and the foundation, although all of the other things are great. For me, the eyeshadow blended beautifully. I think that it's great, but it's just another eyeshadow palette. It retails for $59. I mean, it was cool that I was able to use it as a highlighter, very subtle, and eyes, and it is a beautiful palette. It's put together really nicely. It's a pretty palette. Comes with a huge mirror. It really is a nice palette, but $59 is a little aggressive for how many shadows do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 9, 12 shadows, like, and look how small they are. I mean, I probably have all of these colors in another palette. So I guess it just depends on your preference. Like, if you decide that you want to splurge, like if you got it and you want to splurge on it, go ahead. I would recommend the palette. I think that it's nice, but it's definitely not a necessity. So, you know, I think that it's all on your preference and what you feel like you need or want in your collection. Like, as a makeup junkie, maybe you want it in your collection. It's a really beautiful palette. It's blended beautifully. I think it's great, but $59 is a little bit steep, in my opinion. Next is the bronzer, the bronzing powder. This retails for $40. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice bronzer. It's the shimmery one. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it's pretty. It looks great. But again, it's all on your preference. If it's something you feel like it's definitely not something you need. For me personally, it applied nicely and it's nice, but I really like my Bobbi Brown powder. I think that is great, but don't get me wrong, it is a great powder. It's a nice powder. And again, it's just up to you and it's your preference if that's something you decide that you want to spend the money on. So the primer, the Pore and Shine Control Primer, retails for $36 and you get 1 ounce of product. I mean, I will say that this primer so far, it works wonderfully. Like, it sucked up all my oils. It really does look great. I don't disagree with it. This is actually something that I will keep. I actually really do enjoy this primer. It's nice. I mean, we'll see once the day goes by a little bit and if it still holds up, but for now, I think that the primer is great. And for the Radiant Creamy Concealer, this retails for $30 and you get 0.22 ounces. So, you know, it's obviously a higher end concealer, a little bit more expensive. I mean, I guess it's like mid-range price, but that's still a little bit more on the high end to me. But again, it's a cult favorite. Like, everyone loves this concealer. It's a great concealer. I would pay for it every time. So, you know, it's all on your preference and if you feel like something's worth it, and for that I do feel like it's worth it. And then the lipstick, the Power Matte Lip Pigment, this retails for $26 and you get 0.18 ounces. So obviously for me, like, this color, I do use it a lot. I love it. I'm already like, I've bought so many. But I mean, it's good. I feel like it can last. I love the packaging. I love that you can preview the color. I think that Nars is just a sexy brand. Like, it's very, like, everything about their packaging and their presentation is very, very sexy. last but not least, the star of the show, dun, 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 the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I personally think that the foundation looks good so far. I don't look oily. I mean, it very much so looks skin-like, which it doesn't bother. That does not bother me. So definitely not mad at that. The foundation retails for $49 and you get 1 fluid ounce. So, I mean, I think it's a little pricey and it's a little steep, but I know that Nars is high quality and they're a high-end brand, so I understand the price. I mean, well, I don't understand it, but I wouldn't really expect it to be like super cheap. But again, like, that's up to you. It's a good foundation so far. I think that's about it. What I'm gonna do is wear the foundation for a little bit. I'm definitely gonna check back in because I want you guys to see, you know, how the foundation holds up. It is really late. It's super late, but I'm going to go out and run some errands, do some things. So I might come back in a couple hours and just kind of catch you guys up on this and to let you see how it wore for a little bit. Obviously, I can't wear it throughout the entire day, but I will be back and I will give you my final thoughts. Yeah. Hey guys, just checking in. Sorry, I'm just tired. I have to work early in the morning, but just wanted to show you guys how the foundation is holding up. I've had it on probably for like 3 hours now, and it looks good. Like, my makeup is like intact. I don't see any oils or anything shining through. Like, it's just the highlight, the eyeshadow, and everything still looks good, so I'm really impressed. I mean, I wish I could have worn it longer to have more of a long wear test. I mean, 16 hours is not, I'm not doing, but definitely, I definitely like it. It looks beautiful. It looks seamless. Like, everything just looks great. So I give this a thumbs up. I can't give it 2 thumbs up yet because I haven't worn it long enough, in my opinion, to really truly judge it. But so far, like 3 hours later, it looks amazing still. So I'm very pleased with it so far, especially with me being like combo oily and it being a radiant finish. Like, I don't know if the matting underneath helped, which probably, the translucent powder, which probably helped. So I'm definitely gonna try this out again, try it up longer, and let you guys know what I think or if anything has changed. So yeah, guys, it looks good. Girl is tired. I gotta be at work really early in the morning, so that's that. Bye.